Read him a book. Build a castle out of pillows. Bake a fucking flapjack with him. I don't know. The plague is in town. He doesn't exactly need to be doing his times tables. He doesn't need homeschooling. He's 5. He'll be back there in a couple of weeks. Jesus. Feed him. Put on a Pixar, let him run round your impressively spacious garden until he's exhausted, repeat until bedtime. Stick him in front of the PlayStation, job's a good one. I'll buy him a PlayStation, Jesus. But all you need to do is keep him distracted, keep him busy. 250 fucking quid for a games console? He can fuck right off if he thinks I'm buying him one of them. All right, I can do 1 hour of homeschooling a day.
We don't need no education.
Yeah, but I wouldn't really want him going to school anyway at the moment, Mum, really. So, well, I don't know, a bit of maths, a bit of English. Teach what you know, isn't it? That's the phrase, isn't it? Oh, no, actually, that's those that can't teach.
So, Conrad, right, now I need you to listen and pretend that you're at school, okay? Well, Teddy and Buzz look like they're listening. So, okay, no, Conrad.
So, Conrad, my wife wanted to call him Conrad. I didn't. She won that argument. Simple as that. And it really was an argument.
So, today we're going to learn about politics. Now, politics is all about who rules the world for their own personal gain at the expense of everybody else and how they hoodwink everybody else into letting them get away with it. You follow me? Easy. Okay, so do you know who our Prime Minister is? No, she's just the Queen. So this is our Prime Minister and he's called Boris. Stop it. Stop laughing. Stop laughing. This is serious. This is the Prime Minister. This is the guy that runs the country.
For various reasons, the nearest I've been to my son in the last 7 weeks is through a car window. My son lives with my wife and her new husband. He works at the hospital, saving lives. So my wife and son self-isolate so that he can keep working at the hospital but also stay at home so that they can remain a family unit.
So Boris, he's just had another baby. How many babies does he have in total? Nobody knows. State secret. I'm not being a silly Billy. He runs the country. Sort of. Barely. And not for much longer, I predict. You heard it here first. A new Prime Minister by Christmas. I bet you a Happy Meal on it. But, you know, shh. Why? Well, does this look like a man who can handle a crisis? Stop laughing. This is the Prime Minister of Great Britain and Northern Ireland.
Boris's premiership is over. You just look at him, you can see it on his face. He's checked out. He's checked out already. He's not interested because it's too fucking hard, right? Boris, he couldn't give a fuck anymore. And the thing is, he never really did. He never has. Which begs the question, who's running the show? Who's running the country?
That can be your homework, if you like. Who's running the country? Is this a bit boring? Oh, sorry, mate. Sorry. So, what you been up to today, then?
I mean, what can I say? He's my son. And he's so funny. He's so funny. I miss him. I miss him dearly. I really do.
So sometimes he works at night and sleeps in the day. Wow. That's the wrong way round, isn't it? Really? He plays football with you, does he? That's good. He's not your dad, though, is he? No. Thing is, Conrad, what you got to understand about football is this, okay, right? It's quite conceivable that in normal times, this weekend, Liverpool could have played West Ham and won 2-0. Okay, under normal circumstances, that could easily have happened this weekend, but it didn't happen. Okay, and what does this teach us? Whether that game of football was played or not doesn't make the slightest bit of difference to anything that anybody could argue is important. Okay, what we realise is that a world without football is probably a better place. Don't play football, Conrad. I don't know, Lego? Oh, hey, Sandra. Hi. Yeah. Listen, that whole thing about the PlayStation. I'm sorry, it was a shit idea. Sorry, I was being a dick. Okay. So I've been thinking about his schooling, and you're right. So I bought him something educational, so that he can learn something whilst you're, stuck in the house with him. So I bought him a little drum kit, so he can learn the drums. How cute is that? He'll have loads of fun with that, won't he? It's arriving tomorrow.